around and then make them look like the greatest things ever liveth. You understand?
So you're saying about the Yahoo boys
Yeah.
that we should be careful not to glorify
Yes.
what
We
they're
shouldn't
doing.
glorify
You
it.
don't
'Cause
judge them because you don't know where they're coming from. You don't know their situation.
Like that guy who called.
Yes.
He made a clear case. These boys had jobs in hotels. They were earning 30,000 naira a month.
Yeah.
But then because the road became so bad, it cost them 1,500 naira to ply that road with motorcycles. So in 1 month, you'd be spending over 40,000 naira on transportation
Yeah.
alone.
And
So
they're earning 30.
and you're earning 30,000 naira. So aren't you so much better off just sitting at home?
Exactly.
And when you're sitting at home, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So at the end of the day, you end up flirting with things like Yahoo.
For females, the same way you don't know what a girl that's doing runs or prostitution is going through until you offer her a job and she says no, you can't judge her. But doesn't mean that again you go glorifying runs girls and prostitutes. It's the same thing with the Yahoo boys.
You're making a lot of sense. I understand that there's not much opportunity in this country.
Yeah, in Africa,
There's not much. Our leaders have robbed us dry and blind. The average Yahoo boy would probably steal $10,000. The average politician would probably steal $1 billion. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Doesn't make either right, but it's unfair to prosecute the poor criminals and leave the rich ones.
We call the rich ones kings.
Yes, so you know we crown
I don't know how to say this, okay?
our criminals.
I don't know how to say this. Our politicians, yes, they're not trying. They're also stealing, right? But the Yahoo boys steal in a different way. They defraud people of their money.
No, hold on. The
Yahoo
road that
boys-
this guy hold on, Naomi. The road that this guy said wasn't fixed. Why is it not fixed?
That's what I was. Yahoo boys defraud people. The politicians defraud the country.
They defraud the country. So the politicians are 10 times worse. Now, I will not stand and support the Yahoo boys, though. Don't get me wrong. But here's the thing.
Our government needs to do
Our
better.
government
They need.
needs to try. Our government needs to sit up. Our religious leaders need to try. We've got calls coming through. Let's see what they have to say. All right, hello, After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. What's going on?
Hello.
Good evening. What's going on?
Great. I want to go straight to talk about this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's cold right now. The truth is, I grew up in Agbara. Pretty, not an interesting place to grow up. I experienced the very worst of it all. My cousin went into Yahoo. I had the opportunity to learn this. That was as early as 1998 thereabout. I didn't learn any of this. Now, I'm not saying that the Yahoo boys are bad. Neither am I saying that the government is good or bad. I'm not in support of anybody, but I'm just saying that it's all a matter of choice. Being at a place like Badagry and everything goes all that it doesn't give you that privilege. That it's not a yardstick for going into such criminal movement. That's the truth. It's the profession you decided to go into. Because there are still people who are in Badagry who are very successful and they do legit. They pass through the whole struggle. Yes, we know that Nigeria is this bad, but it doesn't give anyone it's not an excuse of going into cybercrime.
I totally agree with what he is saying.
Yeah.
My problem is more of persecute the Yahoo boys, persecute the politicians.
Yeah,
Don't cherry pick, don't pick a side, don't make one look worse than the other, one better than the other. And if you're not ready to persecute the politicians, you've got to slow down with these other people, because there's nothing I hate more than hypocrisy. There is nothing I hate. A politician with $1 billion becomes a godfather.
Exactly.
And then they're doing exactly the same thing. They're all thieves.
Just that one is on a larger scale.
I mean,
That's
I
it.
don't
That's
think
it.
I would say...
In the US, it's different. You don't have politicians stealing the way they're stealing in Africa. You don't have people literally stealing the entitlement of 180 million people. You don't have that in developed countries. Yes, there is corruption. But let me tell you, if there is no opportunity, people will look to all sorts of things to feed themselves. Let me tell you, let me give you a scenario. If there was no food on earth, people would become cannibals.
Yeah.
We're gonna start eating each other. I'm telling you.
Because that's all that's left.
That's all that's left. Some people like Naomi, who have a high moral compass, and me and Amal would probably wait and die of hunger. But some people are not going to have that mind. They're going to say, you know what? All right, human beings left to eat. Father, forgive me. Let me eat Zika. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
so yes, it is a bad thing. But we also have a bad system, a bad society, lots of bad things are going on. I know someone. Let me give you a story, Naomi.
Should we now say because we have a bad system and we're yet to get it right with our government, it's okay for these people to keep doing what they're doing?
It's not.
Now, hold on. Let's look at this Yahoo thing now. Every young person driving a Mercedes-Benz is going to be beaten up by SARS or some police authorities. You see that what's happening? No police, and these same police are escorts too.
The same people.
So you see, there is this double standard that I don't understand and find very, very hard to wrap my head around. Now, I'll give you a story. My dad's former battery charger when we're growing up, Alaji,
Yeah.
he used to charge our batteries. Our cars, those days batteries were not what they are today. They used to die very quickly. So every 1-2 weeks you find yourself paying Alaji money. He will melt your battery and pour new acid and put it to charge overnight. And he made a living from that.
Yeah.
Until the power sector became what it became. And there was no power. Now, how are you a battery charger if you don't have lights to charge the batteries?
You're out of a job.
Very soon, Alaji started riding his motorcycle. That was his means of transportation. It now became a source of income. It became his work. He was knocked down by a vehicle. He's dead now. Who killed Alaji?
It's just pathetic.
It's a system.
Who killed Alaji? The system.
No.
So let's I will blame the Yahoo boys. I personally do not support defrauding other people. I personally do not support Yahoo boys. And I do not sympathize with what they're going through. But I must also tell you the truth. The government killed Alaji.
Yeah. I agree.
And until the
Actually,
government is ready to fix the schools, create jobs, and until the religious sector is going to be ready to stop building more religious buildings and start building more factories, we are going to continue having this Yahoo scourge. Let's take more calls.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Final caller, go ahead.
Yeah, I really appreciate what you're saying, but I think we have not actually dissected. There are process to all this. Who is responsible for this in this administration? Nobody is saying anything about. Is he or she local government? Is he or she a minister? Does he or she have financial autonomy that will better our life as a society in Nigeria? We are not talking about. Now, we now begin to address the issue generalizing. I, as a person, will not support Yahoo. Even Nigeria goes better than this. It is not an option. It is not the means. It's corrupt. It has held Nigeria as a nation badly. So we should not even talk about. Who is responsible for this road? In this administration, what is it supposed to do? You as an individual, please, you can put your right in that person, come and defend what you have done with that money, that you stood in front of heaven and earth and read out the project. What did you do with it? The law are not informed to that level. Who is the person in charge of this local road that is supposed to fix it that is not fixing it? We keep quiet a lot in this country. Because you don't know. Somebody has to stand up. We just generalize that politicians. It's not that we have bad politicians. We have a few good ones. And if it's we who do elections, this person tried, or this government tried, and we vote for them, they are trying in that way. But we know they have a problem. Free. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand you totally. But
we don't have good people. I told Manila, I said, if you were a policeman, I know I have the better policeman in Nigeria. So
Oops. All right. We lost that call. Let's just take one more quick one as we officially round off. Final caller here. Hello, good evening. Go ahead, please. Please take the next one, the next caller. Yeah, hello, final caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello,
yes, go ahead.
Good evening. I need to call back. Make I clear one thing. We get Chris. I think there's one caller that called after me because I complained about the diagonal road. He said it's not an excuse that everybody. Yes, it's true. It's not an excuse. But we that have degrees to survive that, why not let's help those people that don't have degrees that cannot stand and survive? Let's speak about it. I think it will be better instead of saying it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. We will be saying get degrees. Let's speak against it to help them. Because at the end of the day, if we say it's not an excuse, those Yahoo boys, those prostitutes, because they don't have degrees, now they go to attack at the end indirectly.
All right, that's our final call on today's episode. So yes, I stand with Ruggedman.
Yeah.
He made a lot of sense. Yahoo is not something to glorify.
At all.
However, if you are the son of a politician who has stolen out of Nigeria's money, shut up. Your father is a Yahoo. Same thing with religious leaders who've robbed their congregations. You have no right to talk. You have no moral justification to take a standing.
That if religious leaders do not defraud their members the way Yahoo boys defraud people.
What are you telling me?
I don't think they should be classified in this.
Just let it rest. Just let it rest.
Fraud is fraud.
Let it rest.
How
let
is
it rest.
Yeah, how is religious leaders?
Hold on.
We shouldn't even get into that. Okay. We shouldn't
Hold
get
on.
into that. Yes, I agree.
That bombing in Sri Lanka, where do you think it came from? Mind conditioning by religious leaders. The poverty in Nigeria today is directly proportional to the state of our religiousness. You cannot remove it. Everybody's a pastor, everywhere's a church. Where's the work? Where's the work?
True.
So we've got to be extremely careful right here. Let's stand together as Nigerians to create a better society so we will not have Yahoo boys in the first place. And we cannot do it with what's going on today. God bless you all. See you tomorrow. Love you.